Welcome to Green Economic Transition Facility, GETF podcast, where we explore the latest developments in green business solutions and alternative energy sources. We are GETF, a competitive and transparent business support facility, partnering with companies committed to investing and in diversifying into green businesses that help households in urban and peri-urban centers of Malawi transition to adopt alternative energy and fuel-efficient solutions. My name is Dennis Imani, and our guest today is GTF Project Manager, Tambulani Nduwachunga. Welcome, Mr. Chunga.
Thank you, Dennis.
We have heard and seen a lot about GETF in the past weeks. And would you tell us a little bit about GETF? What is it?
Thank you. GETF, in short, it stands for Green Economic Transition Facility. And as you have rightly put it, the facility was launched last month. We are basically trying to catalyze investments in the green space, so green solutions.
Okay.
We are trying to look at investments which are going to be done from very commercial understanding, but at the same time, they'll be addressing issues of the environment.
All right.
Trying to address issues maybe of environmental degradation, trying to do sustainable business in the country. So the first part is looking at alternative sources of energy and fuel-efficient solutions. So this is basically the main focus is to look at issues of deforestation. And as you and me know, in Malawi, the biggest problem is that forests are being depleted through mainly use of charcoal and in urban centers. So we are trying to catalyze investments that we can look at solutions, green business solutions, which will bring in alternative sources of energy and fuel efficient, like products, some technologies, even just the way we process some of these products.
How do you think these objectives fit into the broader context of transitioning into the economic green spaces or green initiatives?
In terms of the broader objectives, as you know, the Millennium Development Goals and as well as the Vision 2063, they are all possibly looking at doing business in a dynamic way. So this is one of the platforms which has been provided to make sure that the private sector now starts acting. Yes, there are different policy documents which have been put in place. There are different regulatory documents which are there. But the standards have been set. But the thing is, if we don't act, if we don't get the private sector to start doing their meaningful way through demand-driven solutions from the market, and the market is able to transition. When I'm talking of market, I'm talking of the consumer themselves.
Yes.
If the consumer starts demanding the products which the private sector is producing, like, okay, in the first round of the GTF, what we are looking at, if, say, there are these products, maybe somebody is going to promote the use of briquettes, more households are able to consume on their own and they understand that this product is a necessity, or maybe some are going to do the bioethanol for cooking in homes, which all these are very sustainable technologies and products which can be used. If it is driven by the private sector, the private sector realizes, okay, we're going to make money. The consumers also understand that, okay, out of this, it's a product which we can use ourselves. Then in the long run, it's going to be a win-win situation. Thank you.
You have been emphasizing on the private sector. Do we take the private sector as your target for these grants?
Yes. So these grants specific are one of the key eligibility is that the company has to be mostly the lead applicant has to be a company which is for profit from coming from the private sector, doing business for profit.
Okay.
They are free to partner with maybe NGOs in other areas or fellow companies or some community like cooperatives, but the lead applicant has to come as a for-profit business. So the models, even in which they are going to promote, in the long run, there are two things which need to happen. They have to make money out of it, but at the same time, the household, the people have to access the product. In the long run, we also save the environment, but the products have to be available on the basis of demand. The customers have to demand those products. We feel this is a win-win situation in essence. So it's purely, this instrument is for private sector business. Okay.
Can you explain to us why is it important to target these households, mainly in urban and peri-urban centers in Malawi?
So this is purely to do with the issue of behavior. So for most of us who are living in urban areas, we feel, okay, if we cook, it has to be, we have to buy charcoal. So everybody, even if you start saying, oh, you can look at other solutions, most of the households, even if you go tomorrow, say, no, you need to stop. Even myself, sometimes yourself, when you talk, most of the time says, but our forests are depleting. But if you don't start acting, if you don't stop using the charcoal in the home, who will stop the depletion of the forest?
No one.
Because who depletes the forest?
It's us, the people that are using.
There are people who are using the charcoal which people are making. So if we stopped ourselves buying charcoal, those people who are cutting the trees, they will not have the market. So one way is you need to arrest the problem where it is coming from. It's the source which is creating more. So the households, even the households themselves, you can't blame them that why are you using a lot of charcoal?
Yeah.
Because they don't have alternative sources.
What's your strategy like, or how are you partnering with other stakeholders?
The instrument is new, but we appreciate that there's been a lot which government has done.
Okay.
There's been a lot which other NGOs have done. What we are trying to do is to really understand who are the key stakeholders. Can we work together to create an enabling environment? If government is supposed to play its part to help the private sector come forward, okay, government, why can we start not looking at this and this? So we are already engaging government from different sectors, whether it's the PS from energy, natural resources, and all the directors, to make sure that at policy level, we are all geared to make sure that the private sector is helped, is encouraged, is given an enabling environment to start investing.
Would you take us through this funding round and the core itself? What are the things that you are looking at? What's the criteria? Who are you targeting? Who is supposed to apply for this core? Because $300,000, that's a lot of money.
As we opened on 26th April, this process, the first round, the first stage involves expressing interest. So this is also an entry point to the application. So from 26th April to 19th May, we are calling for all private sector players who are mainly into doing these green business solutions to respond. So in terms of the eligibility, we are really, the first issues are, it has to be a for-profit business. They have to have some compliance issues, like it has to have a registration with the government of Malawi. They need to have an MRA registration. These are normal compliance issues which they need to have in place. If the technology is not licensed, they need to at least have a license or start the application process for licensing. We will shortlist those who have responded to the call. So responding to the call, it means you are meeting the eligibility criteria as it has been specified. Okay. So those who will be shortlisted will go in the next stage, which is proposal development. So at the proposal stage, us as the project managers will help those who have been who will be shortlisted to train them on how they can properly develop their proposal. Then we'll also do a due diligence because we want to verify, is this business there? What they claim is right, or these documents are there. So we'll also be cross-checking on those documents.
All the information is actually on this website, getfmw.org.
Yes.
And you get all the information. There are actually even forms that you can download.
Yes.
And then there's a completion of an online form where you actually get to find the information that you are being asked to provide.
Yes.
Once that has been provided, you receive that and
we'll shortlist from there. For us, our services are free. We are paid, actually.
Okay.
We don't need to be paid. So one thing I should be very clear is, from the project management team, nobody should be even thinking of how much are you going to...
Something so you can...
For us, actually, it is a waste of time to even talk to me and say, Mr. Chunga, because you're a project manager, how can you help me? Maybe I can give you some money. It will not help because I'm not the final decision maker.
When we talk about GETF, who are the stakeholders that are there? What is it made of? Can you explain to us more about its composition?
So basically, Green Economic Transition Facility, the GETF, is a private sector development instrument, financing instrument, which has been set up by UNDP. So this instrument it has been developed and is managed by UNDP. So UNDP is partnering with different development partners. So the first development partner who has come on board to do the first window of the GETF, which is accelerating alternative sources of energy and fuel efficient solutions, is the Irish Aid through the Irish Embassy in Malawi. They are providing the resources to launch this first window. There will be other donors coming on board in the future, and we will disclose them once the processes have been completed, because the processes are still ongoing. The other key stakeholder in this is what we call the project management unit. So UNDP has contracted an international company known as Randall Mills, the UK-based company. Those are the main contractors who are managing the Green Economic Transition Facility, right, providing professional services of managing the instrument, project management services.
How can the private sector that needs clarification on different things access you? Where are you based?
Okay, so the Green Economic Transition Facility Project Management Unit is in Lilongwe at the headquarters, but we have got also an office in Blanda. In Lilongwe, we are at number 43, that's area 43/50. Area 43/50, Mponongo Street. So we are on Mponongo Street, 43/50.
All right.
Others would refer to it number 50, Mponongo Street,
number 50.
Mponongo Street. That's in area 43, Lilongwe.
When we have been mentioning about the funds available, we have been saying $300,000. And actually, that is what the website also says. But can you confirm that this $300,000 can be accessed by one, or is the pool that is there? So somebody can get 5,000, another one can get 2,000.
The funding size of the grant is ranging between $40,000 to $300,000. So it means those proposing projects to be financed under these windows, like for this round,
this one,
specifically for this round, they are free for each project to request to finance a project to be provided with a grant between $40,000, $300,000. So this money is for one project.
Wow.
So it's not like, okay, people, they will be sharing, but to invest.
I thought the money that you have as GETF is 300,000.
No.
So people will be getting a chunk of that.
No. For this round, actually, we are looking at maybe for the project of around 300,000. Maybe we can go up to 6 projects
that you are financing.
We are financing each year. We can get, depends on how they respond and or how we get the projects there.
And I would have started my green business, I think.
Yeah,
2
but
years ago.
even if if we get a good combination, because some projects can be small, right?
Yeah.
Because the range is from 40,000 to 300,000. We might even get to about 7 or 8 projects. But mainly, because we are going in rounds and rounds,
Yes.
and we have to be a bit realistic in terms of how sometimes, because it's a new window and all that. But that's why we have given different rounds.
I personally cannot wait for all the things that GETF is trying to implement with these rounds of funding and the different support that you are about to be giving to different businesses that are pushing for a greener economy. Thank you so much for coming to podcast.
Thank you very much, and we look forward to further interaction.
Thank you for tuning in to GTF Podcast today. To learn more about GTF and how you can get involved, visit our website at www.gtfmw.org. Join us next time for more exciting discussions on the future of green business solutions in Malawi.